that will not have, oh, this roll might be FUKT.
Hey, you made it! I'm glad. And so should you be, because boy have I got a video for you. If you missed last week's episode, it's probably a good idea to go watch that one first, because this is part 2 of a 2-part thing. But in case you don't want to, or saw it and just forgot what happened, here's a quick recap. After having shot one of my favorite photos ever, I took 2 mediocre ones, and that was the last thing you saw last week. And then we walked by this building facade, and the evening light hitting it from a low angle just screamed at me to take its picture. Metaphorically, but you got that. Because you're smart. The composition is far from fantastic, but I did what I could with what I had. Meaning, poor skills, if that was unclear. This sign looks pretty killer though. It's a simple shot, but effective. Certainly nothing special, but I like it. Airplane. Destroying my life! Not really. Isn't it weird that it's almost impossible to fail when you shoot straight into some glorious evening sunlight? This subject is pretty basic and boring, but the shadows, sunstar, and contrast in this photo makes it quite enjoyable. And that building looks kinda cool, and the general architecture of the shot is interesting enough, I suppose. Scaffolding can look good from certain angles, I guess, but here it's a bit too messy. It's okay, much thanks to the leaves peeking in from the side, but still messy as a whole. This next one I like though. It's got a great dynamic going on. Well balanced, cool texture, and nicely framed. Not this one, obviously. I was most likely referring to the picture I took before it, but I can't really remember. Doesn't matter, because I'm about to have a beer. Yay. This camera is gorgeous. I've said it before, but it can certainly stand to be repeated. The Canon FTb is just fantastic. Almost as good as, that's right, beer. So we ended up sitting here for a bit, and Emma took this portrait of me. It's special not only because of that gorgeous model, but more so because it's Emma's first time ever shooting a manual vintage film camera. And I reckon she did good. You know what's not that good? This beer. Do you know what else is not very good? This photo. After that, we made tracks back towards the hotel and finished off the roll with some low-light photos. And man, I sure could do this a lot more. They're far from perfect, as you'll soon find out, but I love looking at them. Like this one, for example. Not to mention this one. I love seeing the tungsten lit interior in contrast to the blue hour lit facade of the building, with the neon signs and everything. I should definitely do this more often. You know, to get good at it and whatnot. Emma seemed pretty happy to be there too, which only made things a lot better, of course. Although she obviously failed to catch my subtle hints about what I wanted her to point the camera at, but that's okay, I forgive her. This time. Here's another photo I took. Ass turd. This one could have been great if I didn't mess it up. Accidental, partial, double exposures, man, I hate them. And I can't really blame anyone but myself. Noob! Yeah, and here's the other half of said mistake. The roll was simply finished, but somehow I failed to realize what the consequence would be if I shot it anyway. And the result speaks for themselves. Idiot. Although it didn't matter greatly since the shots weren't amazing, but still. After that, we called it a night and headed back. Emma stopped a few times along the way to take some photos while I shot some environmental videos on my phone. Good times.
Rewind time. That will not have, oh, this roll might be FUKT. I guess we'll find out soon. Release button. Let's rewind. I think, unfortunately, I missed the last shot, which was pretty cool. And that must mean that I also missed the first one. I probably shot the first frame with the lens cap on or something stupid like that. There we are. Okay. Moment of truth. It's about 11, I think, p.m. We are about to go to bed because we have an early morning tomorrow where we're going to do basically the same thing, but in the morning. So the sun will be roughly on the other side of us. Night, night.
The next day just happened to be Sweden's National Flag Day. Obviously, I popped another film in the camera and went out again to record another PhotoWalk video. And don't worry, you will get to see it. Quite soon too. Subscribe to be notified when it's up, and don't forget to thumb up the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, thumb it up anyway, and tell me in the comments that you're a big fat liar. I'll see you soon. Hej då. It's a pretty uneven beat as well. After having shot one of my favorite Whoa, what the hell? Dry throat. I'm not used to talking this much. Alright. I love seeing the tungsten lit interior in contrast. I love seeing the tungsten lit interior. The next day just happened to be Sweden's national. If you missed last week's episode, it's probably a good idea. Water. Yeah.